So I recently did a load for Amazon through the Amazon Relay app. It was an empty trailer move from the Charlotte, North Carolina market down to the Spartanburg, South Carolina market. So pretty local run. The load itself went pretty smoothly. The shipper had an empty, and the receiver was not a problem getting in and out of. So overall, pretty good load. Um, I am, however, having an issue getting payment from Amazon for this load. So as I mentioned, I checked in at the shipper here in the Charlotte area. I've got wide check-ins. They assigned me the empty trailer. I entered in the trailer number on the driver app, confirmed the license plate number, hooked up to it, and rolled on my way. I got home later that night and went on the like the trips or the history tab or whatever just to make sure everything looked right. I noticed that there wasn't any payment information for this specific load in the trips or history or whatever section that you would see it in. So I clicked on the load and it popped up saying that that particular load was being under investigation and that there should be a resolution within about 14 days. That was the first time I'd actually ever seen that happen. So I called ROC and just to try to get some information about that, what exactly they were talking about, and just see what they had to say about it. So they basically said, yeah, the load shows that it was completed. Everything should be good. You don't really have anything to worry about. It's done, and that's it. So based on that fact, I was thinking, all right, everything's good. I don't need to do anything else. Yada yada. So about 14 days later, I guess I get a notification, and I guess like the invoice comes out for that particular payment, and that payment that load isn't being paid out. So the ROC tells me to file a dispute. I file a dispute and just say, hey, this is wrong. I need to be paid for this. I did the load. I then notice, I guess, the trailer that I had that I entered in on the driver app is not the trailer that is showing up on the carrier side of the app, like the side that you actually book the loads from or whatnot. So there's a discrepancy between what I had entered and what Amazon is saying, and I guess showing the trailer that I had. The big difference here is that I know I had a third party trailer, which it doesn't start with the V and it doesn't have like the smile on the side of the trailer or anything like that. The trailer on the carrier side of the app is showing that it's an Amazon trailer because it starts with a V and it looks like an Amazon trailer number, if that makes sense. But again, I am 100% certain of the trailer that I had and know it was a third party trailer. So I filed the dispute and tell them, hey, there's a discrepancy in what I entered on the driver's side and what is showing up on the carrier side. They then come back, I guess, after their review and say, oh, that trailer was pulled by somebody else, which I know was not correct because, again, I did this load myself and I know that's the trailer that I had. The problem I think came from there was another guy that checked in who booked the exact same load because a lot of the times they got like 10 of these same empty moves that pop up from the same place going to the same place. So me and another guy arrived probably within about like 30 seconds of each other, let's say. By the time somebody got to a door to let us in to check in, he like we were back to back basically, and checking in at the same time. So my man at the shipper scans my barcode or whatever, and I get confirmation that I'm actually at Amazon, right? I get what they call a Y check in, which I guess means that somebody actually scanned your barcode as opposed to just doing like the geofence, which I think shows as MG or something like that. Um, as an MG check in, just showing you're in the area or something to that effect. Um, so again, I get a Y check in at the shipper. They assign me the trailer. I go out, hook up to it, and everything's good. They assign me the third party trailer. I enter that third party trailer into the driver app, and then I'm on my way. Again, so somehow between then and that night, or whenever it was, I guess, something crossed wires where what I entered on the driver side did not carry over to the carrier side. So again, I filed the dispute with Amazon saying, "Hey, where's my money? I did this load. Um, like, what's going on?" And they come back and say, "Yeah, that trailer that you claim you did went to the place that you said that you went, but a different carrier pulled it." And again, I'm like, "That's incorrect. I pulled the trailer." So then I get information. They give me like the VRID of the VRID for the carrier that supposedly pulled this down to the Spartanburg area, and I get some information about it. And they tell me that that guy didn't depart Spartanburg until an hour after I had pulled a trailer back. So, ironically enough, when I dropped the trailer off at Spartanburg, they had empty moves pop up from Spartanburg back to Charlotte. So, as I was leaving after dropping the initial trailer, I booked the load, go back into the shipper, Spartanburg now, and grab the same exact empty that I just dropped and took it to Charlotte. So I've got a Y check in for that run. And again, I pulled the trailer that I claimed I had going back to Charlotte, if that makes sense. And I left Spartanburg with the trailer an hour before they're saying this other guy dropped the trailer that I had in Spartanburg. So again, like it's nothing is adding up from what Amazon is saying. Every time I file a dispute and appealed it, they came back with like some new information again, which is not correct because I know the trailer that I had. And I've basically said everything. You can look at any one of the million cameras at any of these places, and you'll be able to quickly tell that I'm not lying to you. Which again, I think that fell on deaf ears. So long story short, I guess y'all just need to be careful about pulling with these folks. I know they had some recent like network outages or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to pull some shady stuff. Um, but yeah, man, y'all be careful. I guess just keep an eye on trailer numbers that are entered and make sure nothing changes. But if anybody's got any insight or any contact at Amazon as far as payment goes, please send them my way. I'd love to talk to somebody again. I mean, I'm sure y'all know dealing with ROC, and I don't know if y'all dealt with like the AP folks, but you don't get a lot of help. Um, so yeah, definitely just wanted to get this story out there and give y'all a heads up.